I think the majority of people quit too soon. Ferris here. Number 4, go above and beyond for your clients, even if they're difficult to work with. Once you have sales, your business is getting traction. You've got the deposit, and now it's time to deliver. Do everything you can to delight the customer. Trust me, this is so important. It's always important, but initially, at the beginning of your business, it's important to have super happy, super delighted clients. You want them to be your evangelists, your champions, your brand champions. You want them to tell everyone in their network about how awesome you are. And if you have team members, how awesome your team members are. So getting amazing reviews, getting these referrals, getting these testimonials. Once these clients feel that they're taken care of, they're getting the business results of engaging with you, they'll tell their network, they'll tell their friends, and that's what you want. You cannot afford to have unhappy clients at this phase of the business. If there's an issue, there will be issues. If you may be late on delivery, maybe didn't do exactly what they're asking you to do, make it up. Do something about it. Send them a gift card. Go above and beyond. If you're selling services hourly, give them a few more hours. Invest in this relationship. These early relationships are going to be foundational. They're going to be very important. You want to have an amazing reputation. And again, think of those customers and all this extra time and money and effort you put into an engagement, just chalk it up to marketing dollars. And you'll certainly run into situations where you're not at fault. The client is just unreasonable. They're just expecting a whole lot more. They're not paying you on time. Whatever the case might be, at this phase of the business, control your ego. It's okay. Take one for the team. Take one for the business. If you make your most difficult client happy, then every other client is going to be super delighted. I remember an early client of ours, a local client, with a little bit of super inflated ego. And we were doing some design work for them. We had so many iterations. Every time we do something, they want a specific color, a specific look and feel, we would do that. And we kept doing iteration after iteration. I don't think we made a dime on this project. We put so much time into it. But you know what? He was happy at the end. And I learned one lesson, side note, is never to sell a fixed price project without a whole lot of guidelines, a whole lot of assumptions. But the point is, this client, although he was very unreasonable, not only that, he was really late on payment. We would have to call his business manager time after time after time. She would find a reason for not paying the bills. Well, we need one more iteration. Oh, we need some extra help. We need this, we need that, we need the other. But we stayed focused on getting the job done. And later, after all this pain, eventually it paid off. They referred to us to several businesses worth tens of thousands of dollars. As the business matured and our profit margins improved, we stayed away from such toxic clients. But initially, we could not afford to be picky. Number 5, keep going or quit. When do you keep going or when do you quit? You might be saying, what quitting? Well, yes, at times that's the right thing to do. Entrepreneurs, they're known for having this tenacity of this persistence, this keep going at it. But sometimes this could backfire. Overall, I think the majority of people quit too soon. If you have a solid business plan, you're starting to get some customers, you're struggling in getting as many leads as you like, sales cycle is taking longer, you're struggling with delivery. I mean, those are common issues, just like a seed. You have to give your idea time to grow and nurture. Maybe you need to target a narrower niche. Maybe you need to adjust your pricing. You could be pricing yourselves too high, too low. Maybe you're having cash flow issues. You can adjust your payment terms. Instead of 30, make it net 30, net 15 with customers, and then with your vendors, delay when you pay. So there are things you can do, assuming, again, you have a solid business plan, you're getting some traction, and find ways to optimize what you're doing so you can keep your head above water. Entrepreneurs are frequently overly optimistic. We think it'll take us less time to close a deal. We think we can deliver at a faster pace or in a shorter amount of time. Plan for the sale to take longer and plan for the delivery to take longer. And in a way with your customers, undercommit and over-deliver. But having said all the above, at times you have to call it quits. It could be that your initial hunches were off, your business plan was flawed, you're just running out of resources, time and money, or the time of your service is just wrong. Imagine if you had a business at the beginning of the pandemic that required foot traffic. I mean, there's no amount of effort and money and time and resources that would have helped at that time. So sometimes it's not you, it's not what you've done, it's not your efforts, it's not the financials. The timing might not be right for what you're offering. And just because you spend a lot of time, money, and effort on your idea and on your business, it doesn't mean you keep going. This concept is called a sunk cost bias. Basically, you keep putting effort and resources just because you've already put a lot of effort and resources into something. In the end, don't give up if you're getting traction, and don't hit your head against the wall either. Failure is part of the business. Learn to fail quickly and learn from that failure. Finally, don't forget to give back. And this time around, I'm going to ask you to leave us a comment with ideas on how you are giving back. If you like this content, subscribe to this channel.